Forecast for Sunday, June 6, 2023. Getting into the economic calendar, there's really nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that was of importance this week, other than the ISM data which came out, going all the way. So it's Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, nothing important coming out. So until Thursday, we have nothing that's going to help the markets kind of break out of this consolidation that they're in. So as you can see, Monday, bonds just moving sideways. Same thing with the dollar. Since Monday, it's just been moving sideways. Oil, S&P. Even if you look at gold had a bit of a pump, which is really interesting because if you look at the dollar gained strength. So if the dollar is getting stronger, gold should be heading down, but it's moving against the tide of the stronger dollar, which is really interesting to me. So you can't have both of these things happening at once. I think the link could break down the road, but I think it's a little too early for that. So for now, I like that the dollar pushed higher. I like the fact that it closed near this trend line. I'm actually expecting if the jobs data comes out strong, meaning jobless claims, let's say they disappoint, what that means is the Fed is going to have to do more. Inflation is still running really hot, and the Fed is really going to have to do more. So bond yields are going to push higher. The dollar is going to push higher if that happens. And I think that would be a perfect setup. So this is how I like to time some of these things. So I look at economic events when they're about to occur. I look at the data going into the event, and then I look at the price behavior. Is it forming some kind of a pattern that maybe lines up with a key level that we can then get in and short? Maybe some other kind of fib confluence in there. So for now, I'm not really doing anything in terms of making decisions about when and where to buy. All I'm doing is there's a monthly level that I'm keeping an eye on, and then there's a weekly level that I'm keeping an eye on. This level is important because you've seen price come near it and then push away from it. There is a good chance we could head up to these highs. But what I really want to see is what price does tomorrow. So even though there's no economic data coming out tomorrow, the banks, the large institutions, they have models that they've built. They have access to a lot of data that we don't have. For example, people's spending habits and credit cards and stuff like that. So the big banks, they're going to be coming up with a game plan for Jobs Day. For that reason, you're going to see some kind of, in my opinion, some kind of a pattern that ends up forming. Maybe tomorrow, maybe we end up seeing a push lower and then it closes near the highs. So basically, prices moved nowhere. It's just a push to get people into the market to use them as liquidity, take them out down the road. So ideally, what I'm expecting for tomorrow is for price to basically move nowhere, for it to just stay within the range, initially push lower, so that a lot of people can get involved somewhere along the lines and then put their stop losses around here. And then for the market at the end of the day, close back within this range. So again, I repeat, the market will have moved nowhere by the end of tomorrow. That's ideally what I'm looking for. Then going into the jobs day, what we're going to end up having, for instance, let's say that is the move, it's going to form some kind of a pattern. That pattern, along with some other confluences, can give us a really nice entry. Maybe here, because these are the two levels I'm looking at. So as, again, the people that get involved here tomorrow, because they want to jump the gun, they're just looking at technicals and they're not aware of the fact that there's jobs data coming out or what that really means for price. They're going to get in, they're going to get stuck by the end of the day, and they're going to hope and pray that their stop loss doesn't get hit, but it probably will the following day, and that'll be our entry. So for now, I'm just waiting and watching what happens, and we'll see how price closes out and come up with a game plan for Jobs Day. That's all for today's forecast, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Cheers.